I hope you enjoy part 1 and just finished part 2 of our episodes of That Darn Girlfriend. And now we're going to be going into episodes...
What, 7, 8, 9?
7, 8, 9.
Right.
Very good.
I'm not good with that.
No, you are. It's all good. So sit back, relax, and listen and enjoy episode commentary on episodes 7, 8, and 9.
And remember, episode 7 has a special guest.
And please subscribe.
Subscribe.
Oh, and here is a favorite
Episode
and very
7.
involved. It's
This is
called
my-
Mystery Date.
This is one of the most intricate episodes that we did. It was very ambitious. It was so ambitious, I actually had to storyboard this so that I could plan out my shots. As you'll see, there's
And
some
I got
visual
to
effects.
dress up more for this, Valerie. And Mystery Date is actually based off on a board game I had in the 70s that was called Mystery Date. Depending who you open up the door to, it's your mystery date.
Right.
And
There's Dad's suit again.
Dad's suit again.
This
seems
time
to
I'm
work.
wearing blue. So.
And it looks like you weren't feeling as well. We wrote this one together.
Yeah.
And this is when your doppelganger comes on.
Yeah.
So we'll see who that turns out to be. And some
Yes.
of you already know.
If
And there's the
you've seen
time change because Valerie took about 20 minutes to get ready.
it. See, I'm feeling sick.
Yeah.
I
And there's
got
your
Donnie.
robe. And
We
this,
had to do a lot of takes of this shot here because you kept laughing at how pathetic I looked.
well, after a couple of times I got
Yeah.
used to you. But then there's our, I should say, our whole home. That's the middle of our home, which is basically our home, our studio apartment. And we
Oh,
really
here we
try to
go.
utilize, oh, this is exciting. Who's coming to the door?
Yeah, I wonder who this is going to be.
And this is
Hey, that's
someone
what I
that
just
Bill
said, yeah.
actually can do a good impression of. We
Yeah.
had so much fun with this. It's
Oh, look.
Davy Jones!
Hello, Valerie. It's Davy
And
Jones.
that was probably the only item we actually bought for the show. We went down to Hollywood Toys and Costumes.
Yeah, and we got and that hair, actually, my hair is naturally brown, so that's closer to what my hair really
and that
would look
wig
like.
cost about $16 at
Yeah.
Hollywood Toys and Costumes. And Bill, you had to frame it so it looked like you were looking at someone.
Yeah.
But we morphed your face, as you could just see.
Oh, yeah,
over
photoshopped it into their
the
other monkey.
record.
Yeah, and this is an actual
picture.
split screen. This is a visual
That
effect.
looks great, Bill.
That's me in the shot twice. So this is kind of like, it's amazing what you can do now with visual effects on a computer. You can do stuff like this that normally you'd have to split it.
And the song coming up is one of our, oh, and that was also an homage to the Brady Bunch when Davy Jones was on the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
And the song, one of our favorites, Daydream Believer, we kind of switched the words around.
Yeah.
And you do a great, that's one of your best karaoke's, is Daydream
thank you.
Believer.
Thank you, Pamela. I'm glad you liked it.
Aw, Davy. And
Yeah.
we have some sparkly things on you.
Yeah, the sparkle in the eyes, that's like right out of the Monkees TV show. They would
Right.
always do
And there's
that.
Donnie with you again.
Yeah. And of course now Vic is kind of like, wait a minute, I just
Is-
sent her off with her crush.
It's mine, which is more of a, I think we re-recorded it because it was a question mark.
Right.
Am I still Vic's girl?
Yeah.
We have Donnie.
There's
I
Davy.
love how you put in the credits.
I tried to do with
Davy
each episode,
Jones.
try to make the credits apply to the episode.
and I like
a
how
little
you
bit.
put the costuming because,
Yeah.
as you can see over time, the looks are
May
softening.
Company. That's,
May Company. We kind of researched that to make sure May Company,
Whatever
Sears,
was-
Boughton
yeah.
500.
Yeah, whatever existed in the 70s. Oh, this is
This
funny.
is a funny outtake. This is how I stopped the camera. Can they hear it?
Not so much.
See, when you're saying ding dong, you're like wanting
It's
to have
funny
it-
because
I have to wait till you stop with your ding dong. That's why I just say action. Don't
yeah, that whole note there was like, because when you string it out,
Here's-
oh, this is where you laugh.
Well, you look so kind of sadly
keep rolling.
unwell in the robe. And there you go.
And you immediately go right
and the
back to
last
run.
outtake's the best because you
Yeah.
realize something was missing.
Oh yeah, look, wow. Where's
What?
Vic just shaved his head? I was so busy setting up all the shots and being the director, I forgot.
Oh,
to
honey,
put
get
my-
your hair.
Yeah.
And there's our studio from that side.
Yeah.
And we were really excited because we did the first episode in 2015, and by now it's getting into, well, this was this year, right? Or this last year? I'm so confused.
Oh, I don't remember. I think 20.
No, this was 2017.
Yeah,
so we were
this was-
2016, 2015. This one is called Now and Zen.
Now this outfit you're wearing is
Oh, that's a
exactly
green, another
straight
green
out
top.
of Marsha Brady in one of the episodes of the Brady Bunch.
Yes, and that was my mom's top, her cousin's top
She's
from the
looking at
50 years
chocolate.
ago.
Oh, this one's funny.
And this one
Those
now,
are your plaid pants too.
yeah, a lot of times William or Vic will borrow my clothes in real life because they fit him and it works for the episode. I actually wrote this episode, I think, late one night, the middle of the night, but I did wake you up to read it to you. And the next morning, I read it to you, and you said you gave me A-OK, it was okay. So I wrote this episode, I think, on my own.
Yeah.
and the Employee of the Month Club was really funny.
There's your
I love
Crosley.
you got me that Crosley. And what I did with the voice, I recorded the voice.
Yep,
it was a kind of a morphine of Madeline Kahn, the actress, the comic actress, and like a guru.
Yeah.
And you stretched out the tape.
Yeah, I did that digitally to make it go longer, because apparently what you can do now with the computers, you can make things longer without changing the pitch.
Yeah, and that was so much fun. We couldn't get through it. It was so funny.
Yeah.
And luckily we both do yoga.
Yes.
So we were able to cross our legs. I don't know if I was
We're
half
both
lotus.
we're both in half lotus.
Half lotus. And in the back on the left side was actually a gift from our friends Terry and Tim for our anniversary.
Yeah.
The Lovebirds. And on the right side was that Black Belt magazine I gave
that
you.
Bruce Lee cover.
Right. So I do the set dressing. So I just try to keep it very simple, not too many personal things in the shot. And because again, it's supposed to kind of be a feel of the late 1960s, 70s. I'm not overly concerned that there's a clock radio, which
Right.
of course was around then, but I really try to keep it simple.
Yeah.
And there's Valerie thinking about Davy again. And
and there's Donnie kind of like making a sneak cameo right there in the middle.
yes, Donnie made a cameo there. And I have a lot of fun with the costumes.
I actually got the audio for this little thing off of a documentary that used this ridiculous soundtrack, and it had like crickets chirping and birds and stuff. And
it was very subtle.
It kept making us laugh.
Oh yeah, you'll see at the end the outtakes, the chirping, the crickets were very subtle.
Yeah, and the music, because
and we really try to keep the episodes short and sweet. Again, it's
Yeah.
around a funny. We don't have to have lots of dialogue, overly written, but as long as they get the joke. I love how you did the graphics here, and again, you try to just utilize what we were wearing in the episode.
Now I'm in full lotus in the graphic.
Full lotus, and I'm in full lotus.
But that's because
and there's
my
Sears,
reference.
and there's Donnie. I think he was sitting somewhere near us or with us. And this is the outtake.
Yeah, this is funny. It's just, when we recorded this, I told you my direction to you was just have a lot of fun with it, and you did. And it's just, but when we were playing it back, it was just
and
so
our
hilarious.
and our niece Stephanie again had said, she says, Aunt Pam, you're always so positive, but here you said think negative because we had to get through the scene. We had so much fun laughing that we would never get through it if we kept laughing.
Yep.
It was ridiculous. Think of something bad. Think of something bad. And most people don't hear me talk like that, but just to get through with it.
The crickets were killing me because it was just like they were sour sounding. It's almost
they sounded very sour.
Yeah, almost as though there was something wrong with the tape.
Yeah, and we wrote this towards the end of
it's 2017.
2017. So we try to get them out every couple of months.
Yeah.
And we've been getting a following. People have been so gracious about it. Oh, episode number 9 was the first time that
Pamela directed.
I directed. I gave him my vision, and Bill goes, "You directed." I go, "I don't know how to direct." And Bill goes, "Pam, it's about your vision." I said, "Well, if you help me, I can direct this."
And she told God, please make it snow, and God delivered. No, this is digital snow.
Bill's good with the special visual effects. We came up with this idea because a lot of times on the old sitcoms or even new TV shows, they have one that's a little bit more sentimental called a very special episode. So sometimes we do borrow from shows that we watch. We might borrow a concept or a dynamic. Valerie or Pamela celebrates in real life. I celebrate Hanukkah. Bill, you grew up celebrating Christmas as well.
Yep.
So we kind of represent both holidays. As you can see, I have a Star of David box in my hand. I did dress Donnie for the occasion, hence the arts and crafts again. I put the little cotton balls and felt on his head with a candy cane. What I like also, Bill, is that we keep the history of the show. Yeah. We go back to other episodes.
These are like in those old sitcoms, they would do a filler episode where they would go back and reference old episodes because they didn't have any material.
And what I like about this too is that maybe you didn't know, Vic, the whole time that I thought you were proposing to me.
Right.
And then on this other clip, I might have not known that you thought you were getting a computer. So sometimes, just like in real life, we don't know what the actual person's intentions actually were. So as you could see, Vix goes, oh.
So story-wise, this episode actually works as more than a filler because our characters learn things about what they did that they didn't know.
Yes.
So they're getting clarification in life. They're sort of like, oh.
And we really try to keep the history. I think Friends did that a lot.
Yeah.
I like shows that keep the history of the show. And this is from, of course, episode 3.
Yeah.
and the other one was from episode 4.
Yeah.
So this one,
there's Johnny.
and there's Johnny again, and we're just, I think again we just use a lot of times the old sitcoms as inspiration.
See, now he's holding an
for
apple, and
episodes.
then you take the apple. So I directed you to put it in your left hand, and then just pretend. And the way you did it was so perfect; it looked like you took it out
That
of
was
his
a
hand,
good note.
even though you don't see him do it.
Yeah.
Because that would
How
require
did
a
I
lot more
direct in
effects.
this?
You were great.
Thank you. It was fun because I was describing, I saw us looking out the window, and again, this gave us another look of our studio. We try to think of different ways it can be shot, so we didn't really shoot it this way. So this way we're reminiscing, and we actually wanted to shoot it this way where we're just kind of lost in time.
Yeah.
And of course, the little goof here, or the little kind of
I
comic
think I
thing
came
is,
up with the punchline, which is remembering your memories. So that
do you
we
remember
dissolve
us
back.
remembering
Yeah,
our memories?
yeah. Which was just a moment
Ridiculous.
before.
And that was the best aside,
Yeah.
double take. It was like a George Burns or something. It was great.
Oh,
And we had the mistletoe.
It took us a while to get that. You actually you found that mistletoe somewhere because it's hard to find it.
Yeah, we did find it somewhere. And I think that's the first time Valerie and Dick really kissed. At least had a pet.
Yes. Oh, look, this is the first time that I've actually added more. You notice the credits are all holiday.
Yeah, and I've been editing more. So
Yeah.
Bill, I've learned a lot of editing through doing this. I've written more. I've learned how to direct more. And as you can see, my list of credits are growing.
Yeah.
And we try to do even the colors with the credits to kind of go with the episode. So everything goes hopefully aesthetically pleasing. Here's just one outtake, I think. Oh, there's me calling action. So
Oh, this is funny.
I'm redirecting you.
You're directing.
Can I hear?
No, I have the audio down really low, so we can just talk about this. It's just like it was hard because like it was kind of nice to just like let you decide everything and not worry about it, but it's funny because like I blow my lines, and when you're just the actor, it's so much easier. But
yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. Oh, this was just somehow music got stuck at the end.
A happy accident was this song when I had to do an edit, and then it pushed this audio to the end. So when I went to render the episode, we had this tag.
It was a happy accident.
So it's kind of like bonus music, and it gives us more chance to talk on the commentary.
That's